The North American Woodlands Aviary in Birds of the World is home to a variety of American songbirds. Most of these birds were confiscated from the illegal pet trade and not able to be released into the wild. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Houston Zoo worked together to rehabilitate them and give them a safe home.
Learning about animals in our own backyard is an important step to protecting them.
And that's why the education side of conservation is the focus of another of the Houston Zoo's partners in Rwanda, which Andy first featured in 2015.
People paying to see the mountain gorillas is a huge part of the thriving tourism industry here in Rwanda. That's why people of all ages, including the kids here, are so invested in keeping these animals healthy. The children are part of a program called Conservation Heritage-Turambe. Turambe means let us be sustainable.
Our message is about staying healthy.
Valerie Akuduredusenge grew up in Rwanda, working as a tour guide in the rainforests of Central Africa. She's now spreading her conservation message as program director of Conservation Heritage-Turambe.
Valerie visited the Houston Zoo the year after Andy's first trip to Rwanda. In Houston, she received additional training and experiences to help her grow her organization.
On Andy's second trip to Africa, he was eager to see the progress she had made.
Valerie, come here. Hello. Good to see you.
Oh, long time.
You look wonderful. It's been 9 years.
I couldn't wait.
How have you been?
Great.
A warm greeting awaited us almost a decade after we were last in Rwanda with the Conservation Heritage-Turambe team.
9 years.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in 9 years.
I stayed tuned to KPRC all the time.
You stay tuned in the KPRC,
Yeah, sure.
and we follow each other on social media.
Sure. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still there.
Yeah,
that's why we're here. All these familiar faces, and everybody looks so wonderful. You've all done such a great job here. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Conservation Heritage-Turambe was established in 2013. Their motto, healthy people, healthy wildlife.
Why me? Tugomba?
Their mission began with teaching children around Volcanoes National Park how to care for themselves and the environment.
You were in 3 schools back in 2015 when we first met. Here we are in 2024. You're now in 9 schools.
Yes, we are in 9 schools now. And that's thanks to the support we have from our government, from partners. That's why we have been really greatly changing.
That's zucchini.
Changing and expanding their reach.
I love zucchini.
A thriving vegetable garden supplies healthy food for CHT staff and community members who need it. Similar gardens are grown at schools where the children can take what they learn home to their families. The program keeps going and growing. The next day, we visited a school benefiting from Conservation Heritage-Turambe's work. Students poured out of classrooms to welcome us with dancing and song.
Welcome visitors! Good study too! Welcome visitors! Good study too!
In the classroom, lessons keep the students engaged.
Volcanoes National Park. Have you heard about that? Yes. Okay, good. So Volcanoes National Park is a rainforest. The sentence is here, class. Can you read the sentence? Volcanoes National Park is a rainforest. Why do we need to protect mountain gorillas?
Because gorilla is important.
Because gorilla is important, very important. Why do we need to protect mountain gorillas? Yes?
Because mountain gorilla, it provides employment to the people.
They talk about drivers, porters, trackers, and gorilla doctors. On this day, Dr. Noeli visited the children.
this is what it's all about. This is what fills your spirit. There's so much joy here and such a passion to learn about conservation because they make it fun. There's singing, there's dancing, there's coloring. That's how you engage the next generation of conservationists. Your former students who are now adults, they remember every detail. How do you feel when you hear that?
To me, I feel so proud of hearing about that because, you know, education impact is not something that happens in minutes. It takes a long time to tell. What should we do to protect mountain gorillas?
Planting trees.
Yes, let's clap for him.
The Houston Zoo has supported conservation Heritage-Turambe since the beginning with things like funds, training, and help with grant writing. A year after we first featured Valerie and her work, she was named one of the Houston Zoo's wildlife warriors. The zoo's confidence in her has helped her expand even more. CHT now hosts camps and takes students into the park to see the animals. They train teachers to spread the conservation message. They donate seeds for gardens and even sheep to support families' livelihoods. And they're expanding their reach to children near the Rugezi Marsh to collaborate with the Rwanda Wildlife Conservation Association and teach about gray-crowned cranes.
It's exciting. We love it. Those kids around Rugezi Marshland, they are very sharp, and I like it when they dance like a crane.
Whatever the species, no matter the setting, the conservation conversation for CHT always starts with self-care and hygiene.
How many graduates do you have from the program? How many are there?
Yes, we have almost 10. Around 10,000 graduates outside. So look, those are people who are going to be advocating for CHT's work.
10,000, that's a huge number.
Yes, it's a huge number.
You've changed so many lives.
I did.
Still ahead, the Houston Zoo's partners in Rwanda look to the future.
From Valerie to Dr. Tara to Dr. Noel to Dr. Olivier, they're all heroes, and wow, we couldn't be more proud.
First, you can be a wildlife hero by recycling paper, buying ocean-friendly seafood, and creating wildlife-friendly spaces. Find easy ways to take action starting today on click2houston.com/conservation.